Hi, I've put together this video to show you how to make filters in Gmail. With the explosion in e-learning, you may also have noticed your inbox exploding as well. Repetitive messages filling up your inbox and sending alerts to your phone is stressful, and spending time organizing and deleting repetitive messages is time you could spend doing something else. Gmail filters can really help us out with that. For me, my inbox is currently blowing up with Google Classroom notifications. I have already deleted a bunch today, but I have 2 that just came in. The first thing I want to do with repetitive emails is find out what they have in common. A good place to start is the From section of the email. Many times, repetitive emails will have a website in common. When I look at both of these Google Classroom messages, I see that they both contain classroom.google.com in the From field. So what I think is that if I automatically filter all incoming emails that contain classroom.google.com in the From field, I can divert them away from my main inbox altogether into a separate folder where I go and look at them when I'm ready. To start the process of testing and creating a filter, I'm going to click on the drop-down arrow in the Gmail search box. This will allow me to search for emails using various fields, including from, to, subject, and so on. I'm going to paste the exact website in the From field, and then I'll hit search just to make sure that this filter captures only the emails I'm thinking of. This search definitely returns the 2 current emails I was thinking of, along with others that I have received in the past. Now that I have verified that the search I used will filter the correct emails, I'm going to go back to the drop-down menu for this search, and I'll click Create Filter. There are different options here, but my favorite automatic organization strategy is to have repetitive emails skip the inbox and have them automatically labeled according to what they are. From this menu, you can choose a label that you have already created, or you can create a new one. I'm going to create a new one called 1 Google Classroom Messages. I use the 1 so that this label is sorted close to the top of my labels list. Gmail will sort numbers before it sorts letters. Before I finalize the creation of my filter, I notice there is an option to apply this filter to existing emails in addition to any new emails that arrive. This option can be useful depending on your situation, but for me, I have a lot of emails that match my filter, but that I already organized how I wanted them, so I'm going to skip this. If you look over here, what's just happened is that the label I created has become bold. That's because there is now at least one unread message inside of it, a message that bypassed my inbox completely. To see the messages, I'll click on the label name. If I double check the From field of those messages, I'll see that they contain classroom.google.com, which is what I wanted to filter in the first place. With the emails that were already in my inbox before the filter, I'll select and move them over manually. Last thing I want to show you is how to access filters you have already created, because as times change, you may want to edit them or even delete them altogether. I may want to add additional search terms to a single filter or change the filtering options. Or I may want to delete a filter completely. Last thing I want to say is that sometimes a repetitive email can be hard to filter. If you're creative and determined enough, you can use Boolean search strategies within Gmail search options to create a very tricky kind of filter. That's all there is for this video. I hope this has been helpful.